I am Zatu, the narrator, the unseen voice that guides you through this grand adventure. You, the listener, can hear my words, yet the characters within this tale remain oblivious to my presence. I am your window into their world, your guide to the secrets and intricacies of those who dwell within it. Like Watu the Watcher, I am bound by the sacred code of non-interference. I cannot sway the tides of fate, nor dictate what paths our heroes will tread. I am but the weaver of stories, the scribe of destiny, chronicling events as they unfold. Brace yourself, for the journey ahead promises wonder, peril, and revelations beyond imagination. Let us step into the tale together as I unveil its mysteries to you.
Welcome back to LMG Presents Marvel Multiverse RPG. My name is Jordan. I am the narrator of this podcast. And today, we're joined by the cast and the crew who has been on this brand new adventure for us. This is part two. And so we'll just get on into it. I'll do some introductions and then we'll just hop right back into it. So today I have with me Josh. Josh, who are you playing as?
I'm playing as the Tick, a mutant with super strength, super tough, not terribly bright.
Then we have Ethan. Ethan, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Kai Ishida, codename Raikou. He is a 17-year-old uber intelligent young gentleman that has built a mech suit.
Then we have Jeremiah. Jeremiah, who are you playing as?
I am playing as Sword Seeker, a someone who looking for to expand his collection of swords.
There you have it. So I'll do a quick recap, set the scene, and we will get right back into it. So, recap from last time. A new chapter begins as the Iron Brigade assembles their newest mission together. After being contacted by the unpredictable mercenary Deadpool, the team is hired to investigate a series of disappearances involving several missing mercenaries. The search leads them to a seemingly abandoned pier in New York City, where clues suggest something far more dangerous is unfolding beneath the surface. But before the team could uncover the truth, the situation spirals out of control. A deadly figure emerges from the shadows of the shipping yard, Taskmaster. Armed with the combat skills and countless heroes and villains, the ruthless mercenary wastes no time turning the investigation into a fight for survival. What began as a missing person case has suddenly become deadly confrontation, and the Iron Brigade's newest mission may be far more dangerous than anyone anticipated. So yeah, to set the scene, we are currently in New York City. We are at a pier, and we are at a kind of a maze of shipment containers. The group is kind of separated. It is nighttime right now. Currently, Sword Seeker is surrounded by a group of Taskmasters. Meanwhile, while Raikou and the Tick are battling off against some henchmen, and they seem to be doing well for themselves. And so we will just kind of pick up there. Top of the turn order from last time, we have Sword Seeker. So, Sword Seeker, what are you doing right now?
All right, so I just got clipped by a Taskmaster attack, and it was specifically the one who did something different from everyone else. I assume my character is smart enough to realize maybe I should attack the guy who's doing something different in the group of clones.
Okay. Okay.
So I think I'm going to launch a telekinetic attack.
Okay. So we'll say, first of all, this is a group of them. You don't know who is who. So with you targeting someone, let's see if you can actually hit the right
I mean,
target.
he's the one who just jumped down and slashed his sword at me. So do I get an edge on that at least?
I'll give you an edge. So it'll be you guys are rank 3, target number of 13, and it's gonna be a vigilance check.
Okay. Did that come through? Here, one sec. Let me reopen.
Okay.
I was playing with stuff and it may have dropped the.
So yeah, these Taskmasters are kind of all kind of jumping Sword Seeker right now. One just fell down and had a little slice. All right, so Jeremiah, what do you want to do? Oh, I forgot.
Um,
You gotta do. Okay, so your vigilance check came through.
okay,
So
so
you
I don't
passed
need
it.
the edge.
Nope, you passed the check,
Cool.
and so now you can target
Um,
the correct one.
all right. I'm going to telekinetic attack. Let me throw that in there. Does he have damage reduction?
He has damage reduction 1
Okay. 15 to hit.
against his melee, right? Or is it against his agility?
It is against, I believe, his melee.
Okay, then yes, that is enough to hit.
Yes, melee defense. Um, awesome. I'm also going to, I assume he's at least my rank or higher.
He is, yes.
I'm going to use combat trickery as well. That will force uh that 4 into a marble die.
Okay, so let me see if he has any reactions. 'Cause this one might hurt a bit. And I think he was in attack stance, if I remember right.
He
Yeah, that
was.
They
sounds
all
right.
went into attack stance.
Okay. He does not have any reactions to help him out in this situation.
Um, all right. So that will be an automatic fantastic from combat trickery.
And then
Uh
how much damage
so
is it?
let me see. It'd be 6 times
72.
5 plus 6 times 2. Yeah, 72 damage and
Mm.
he'll start bleeding.
So tell us what happened there.
I think I mean he took 2 damage from that specific double last time, so I think he like gets a glint in his eye and uh he has multiple swords kind of converge onto Taskmaster, and as he's about to dodge, that combat trickery is him like yanking on Taskmaster's sword to kind of get him in the optimal position to get hit by this.
And as you hit him, you kind of see that he kind of stops and you just see him kind of wobbling back and forth, and then he just like falls out. And Taskmaster is down, although the other Taskmasters are still ready for attack.
Okay.
With that, are you moving anywhere?
No.
All right. So, Raikou, it's on you.
We just have one dude still up over here next to us, right? The one right in front of me.
Correct.
Yeah, we're going to well, I think I'm just gonna punch him in the nose and take off running. I'm familiarizing myself with my stuff again. Yeah, I since he's right up next to me, I know. Actually, I think with the weapon I chose, I do have a thing. I have to be a certain distance away. Um, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to try to laser gun a dude that's literally 2 feet in front of me. So, yeah, giant robot fist to the jaw. Um, and that's a melee check against his melee. No damage reduction, if I remember correctly, right?
Oh, they did not.
We'll roll that up. Just a 14, and I don't have an edge for signature attack because it's not one of my 2 signature attacks. Yeah, so 14 to hit.
14 is enough to hit.
Awesome, awesome. That is 19 damage to this cat. I think Mighty only knocks him back if it's a
Fantastic.
fantastic, right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so 19 damage to this guy. And I
So,
would like
mhm.
to uh not like shout out, but remind Tick like, hey, the other guy's fighting Taskmaster somewhere to the southwest. We should probably get a move on.
Okay, so yeah, well, tell us what happened when you with the henchman.
So I mean, I just finished laser blasting all the dudes. So it's just like laser, laser, laser. Dude kind of gets close to me, just like hammer down on top of this dude. So I'm in a giant like 8-foot robot suit. And turn, say like something to the Tick through, like the voice comms in the suit or whatever. And I immediately like just turn and start to run. I don't know if that knocks him out or not, but we're to the point here to where priorities have changed from fighting all these guys to making sure our friend is not dead.
Yeah, I mean, he just completely is out cold. He is out of there. He is defeated. And so now all the henchmen are down.
Cool, cool, cool. I wonder, do any of them have like a radio or something like that that maybe I could like scan to see if any of them have some sort of like communication?
I would say you can do a vigilance check. Same target
Okay.
number 13.
All right. And with heightened senses too, I get I think it's 2 edges on there. Yeah. So double edge. So let me do vigilance real quick. Da 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 da. 12 on the first one. Let's re-roll that one. Got another one. Let's try her again.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay,
better.
there you go.
16. 16.
So you do some patting around and you end up finding a walkie-talkie and you kind of hear music kind of playing on the walkie-talkie and then you start to hear a familiar voice kind of over the walkie-talkie and he's like, "Hey, Taskmaster, remember, do not kill the guys, just knock them out. This is simply a test. Can you hear me?"
Interesting. Okay. I will swipe the radio and kind of like open a compartment in my arm and like set it inside kind of thing. Um, and start heading to the southwest. We don't know exactly where. What's your name again? I
Sword
spotted it soon
Seeker.
this time. Sword Seeker. I wanted to call you Sword Master for some reason. Just like last time, I want to say Sword Master every time. But yeah, we don't know exactly where you are, but we know you're to the southwest because that's where I told you your Taskmaster was. So I would scan the people, find the walkie-talkie, hear the comment, relay said comment to the Tick since he's right here with me, and start moving. And I have 6 squares of movement. Actually, how tall is the big crane thing here in the middle? Oops, I didn't mean.
I would say it's definitely pretty tall. I mean, how tall a crane? I don't know, like you're able to see like 60 feet in the air, we'll say. I feel
Okay.
like cranes are pretty
So I
tall.
wouldn't be able to get to the top in one movement then. If I only have 6 squares, which is 30 feet, so I wouldn't be able to get to the top. All right, that's fine. I'm going to run underneath it. I'm going to go my 6 squares just straight to the southwest here.
Okay.
And that is movement and my action. And I don't think I have anything reaction wise to do here. Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay. It is now the Taskmaster's turn, and all of them start to surround Sword Seeker. They are currently all around him right now, closing in real tight. And a call on the radio. Oh, actually, they call in on the radio and say, you know, "Hey, head honcho, Taskmaster is down. What do we do?" A voice comes back and he tells like, "Hey, this was only a test. If they beat Masters, then they are good to pass. And with that, Sword Seeker, they take off their mask, and you just see that they look like normal civilians, or not normal civilians, but just like normal henchmen. And they tell you that you guys have passed the test, and you may proceed to the next thing, or to the next, I guess, next challenge, I should say. And as that finishes, you start Sword Seeker. You start to get a phone call. You start to get like, oh no, your phone probably not. It's probably on vibrate, right? Because who puts their phone on
Yeah.
loud when they're on a mission?
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's definitely on vibrate.
So yeah, do you answer the phone? Do you leave it ringing? What do you want to do?
Yeah, if these guys aren't making any more aggressive moves, I think he answers it.
So picks up. It's like, hey, it's you hear music playing in the background, and you're just like, hey, it's Wade here. The mercenary game is tough, and it's not for the faint of heart. There's a lot of violence, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of shady deals with some shady customers. There are a lot of shades of gray, and you know the old saying: "Do what you love and follow the money, and the money will follow." So, I think you did an excellent job, or your team has done an excellent job with taking down Taskmaster. I was a little afraid to fire him, not even gonna lie. So you guys kind of, if you could you relay that message to him that he's fired? He's no longer part of our Wade or our Deadpool group.
He's
So
unconscious on the ground. I don't know how I tell him.
We'll leave him a note.
yeah, just if you have a marker, just write on his face a little bit. I'm sure he'll get it. Don't even worry about him. We'll get him later.
Cool, I'm stealing his sword, FYI.
You can have it. It's a knockoff anyway. So lately, I've been putting together what I hope will become my own slice of Empire Heaven. And the problem I have is good talent is always tough to find. And now with my number two, Taskmaster, yeah, I said it, number two, with him down and him out, I need some new recruits. So this has been a real pain to fill the ranks, and I could even try to get Batroc the Leaper. I mean, everybody gets Batroc, right? I mean, he's not that big of a deal. But I've had to scrap together an absolute grunge encrusted bottom of the barrel to find anyone who is worth hiring. And what I've discovered is that someone is actually abducting mercenaries all over the world, and they're taking them out of play before I can get a chance to, put in my 2 cents. There's a particular dirtbag though. These particular dirtbags though are the reasons behind the kidnappers are unknown. That's where you come in. You and your team. I can't be everywhere. I've got a business to run, and because I'm not fully staffed at the moment, I'm running to a bunch of ops, all of my lonesome. I need your team to get out there and get your hands dirty and figure out who's raining on my parade. The good news is I know exactly where to start. I hope you brought your best work clothes because when I say we, you are going to a job fair tomorrow. It's a job fair for mercenaries and henchmen held all over the world. They're sort of like comic book conventions, only instead of saying people gathering to complain about possible what if scenarios where one can cherish and love their imaginary characters and kill all their dreams. This one is for actual mercenaries. Does that make sense? And you need to find out who's doing all the kidnapping. Someone's bound to know information at this job fair. I've reserved some table space in the Lower Manhattan Mercenary Job Expo. I want you to set out there and case the place, shake some bushes, rattle some cages, and search for clues. While you're there, if you know, interview a few mercenaries, take a few applications as well. Then you'll be really earning your paycheck. Is that understood?
Sure.
So at this point, you guys are all going back to HQ to prepare for a job interview or a job fair, I should say. So just kind of a chance for everybody to kind of rest up and I don't did anybody even lose anything?
I lost
Just-
2 health and a ton of focus.
Just focus.
Okay. So yeah, this will be the time we kind of rest back up and prepare us for tomorrow. So we'll start with Sword Seeker. During this time, what is Sword Seeker doing?
First he's seeing if the sword is actually a knockoff, and he's gonna be visibly angry if it is.
So you take a look at the sword. Actually, let's get an ego check. Not ego, vigilance check. Sorry.
Okay. 12.
Ooh, 12 is not enough. So you're like looking at the sword and you like notice, and I would say like you're really good with swords. You understand sword metals and all the different things. You realize that this metal is just absolute trash. This is not a good sword, and Taskmaster was not. You feel like this wasn't the real Taskmaster.
Ugh. All
So
right,
yeah, you.
he's basically just gonna throw the sword away and
Temu Taskmaster.
What'd you say, Josh?
I said Temu Taskmaster.
Yeah. There you go. They got the knockoff Timu Taskmaster.
Temu.
Yeah. At this time, what else is Sword Seeker doing to kind of recover during this time?
I think he's just relaxing. Yeah, I think he's just relaxing.
Okay. What about the Tick? What is Tick doing at this time to kind of relax and preparing for a big day tomorrow?
The tick hasn't done a lot of job interviews, so I think he 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 finds somebody wearing a shirt and tie and borrows a tie and just picks up a random briefcase that's laying around the headquarters and just starts carrying it everywhere with him, and considers himself now prepared for a job interview.
Trying to look all important. I get it.
Yeah, he's still got the costume on, but like he's got a tie that's like basically like draped around his neck because it's so thick, like a normal tie is not gonna work. And yeah, he's carrying on a briefcase everywhere.
Okay. And what about Kai? What is Kai doing?
He is not super worried about like he's not a real social person, but he's also like not intimidated by other people. So like he's not studying up for any sort of like job interview or something. He's like, I'm smart enough to not have to worry about that. And didn't take any damage or anything from the short little scuffle we had, so there's no need to do repairs or anything. Did use, some energy with the laser gun, so just making sure the suit is kind of recharged or whatever, making sure his what's the word I'm looking for? Like mask and stuff that he wears, like outside of the suit, and his scanner and stuff that he wears is all uh good to go and everything. He wants to try to keep secret identity secret as much as possible, and he doesn't want to walk around what I assume is a hotel ballroom uh, in a giant metal suit. So he plans on walking around as himself and not the robot. So just making sure all of his contingencies are covered. Summoning, like making sure the summoning feature is good to go on the suit. Making sure his mask is good, and just general annoyance with the whole thing. He really gets annoyed by Deadpool and his shenanigans and how he's kind of all over the place. He like thinks Wade is very immature and it's like, I'm a 17-year-old, I shouldn't be more mature than this grown person. So he's annoyed that we're working with Deadpool, but at the same time, you take the jobs that come as they come. So nothing in particular, honestly.
Okay. So time passes, night happens. We get up bright and early, and you guys make your way down to Manhattan. And once you get there, you are just greeted by just a sheer amount of just bad people or just people in general. Like it's almost like Deadpool mentioned, almost like a comic convention. So you guys will be kind of starting down here by the door, and we will we will try to see what you guys can figure out here at this convention. So you guys we'll kind of go in kind of a turn order, I guess we can say. Let's
I
go ahead and roll for.
assume we got everything, all our focus back from.
Yes, you should. Yeah,
Okay.
have full focus back, health back, and everything. And
Okay.
then we'll do a quick turn order. So we'll just roll right quick for initiative, not for battle or anything, but just for kind of turn order. And so yeah, you guys are greeted by just voices. I mean, you hear the
Oh wait, that's
smell of like
not.
the convention, people walking around, flyers being handed out to everyone. There's some people, pushing and shoving all around. So you kind of just see like literally like just a bunch of people all in and out. Who we miss?
Oh,
I only see
Oh,
me
sorry.
in the turn order.
I forgot
Yeah.
to actually put my character there and add them to the turn order.
Oh, let me delete one of the ticks. I added one also. All right, there we go. Okay, so we got 17, 11.
oh, and I think, hang on, I think I have. Oh, never mind. That's my old character that had the
I just
bonus.
saw the Doom booth. That's so funny. See Latveria.
All right. So yeah,
That's
here
pretty
we're
cute.
gonna have a good time to role play, and we'll just get into it. So, Raikou, you are kind of the first to walk through the doors. Like I say, you see a bunch of people, a bunch of different booths. I mean, you guys are here for information. So, where you want to head to?
And
And oh, and
remind me
then
one more time what information we're trying to get.
so you guys are trying to figure
Who's
out, yeah, who is taking mercenaries.
right?
And I mean that's the big deal. It's like who is
Yeah.
taking the mercenaries?
See if any of these mercenary groups have any information, whether their guys are being taken too, or if it's just
Yeah, so
Wade's
you can either
crew kind of
these
stuff.
are
Okay.
yeah, any of the people at the booth, any of the civilians kind of walking around. And your standard action will be you talking to somebody and then you have your normal movement stuff.
Okay. Um, I would just like most places he walks into or is gonna walk into, I would do send a quick drone out and kind of do just like a broad vigilance check of the place. Um, in this case, I'm kind of like I can see the map of who all we have here, but I'm not familiar with all these people. So I guess a vigilance to see if character would be familiar with the different companies here.
Okay.
So
Target number 13.
all right, let me do a vigilant or
Yeah, vigilance. Yeah.
vigilance to kind of scan the room, and if I need to do a logic, I can do that too. That's no big
Yeah,
deal.
vigilance will work.
And then I get goodness gracious, how do I keep rolling the exact same
You're
thing?
rolling real bad today.
I know.
Got an 11,
And
11,
13.
13. 13 enough to pass it. So yeah, your robot is kind of going in and out, kind of scanning. It scans like different boosts, names of the boosts, the different kind of papers and different just infographics that's kind of out there. Uh, you see a table labeled Deadpool and Daughters. You see the AIM. You see Thieves Guild. You see Umbral Dynamics. Um, and you see Latveria, Dogs of Hell. There's a hate group, The Hand, and Hydra. So kind of all of the major players are here that have ever been in the mercenary game. And then you see
Okay.
like some other characters here as well.
So would my character know what each of these guys are? Like each of these groups? Because like
I would
Ethan, personally, I know who
mhm,
AIM is, I know who Hydra is, I know Latveria. I don't know Umbral.
mhm.
I don't know the Stealing one. I'm assuming the biker gang is just a biker gang on the other side. I don't know if it's I don't know hate.
I would say that yeah, everyone knows the big groups. Everyone knows AIM. Everyone knows uh what did I say? AIM, and everybody knows Hydra. So everybody kind of knows the big ones, but some of the smaller ones, like you said, you don't necessarily know what they are all about. And so
Okay.
everyone is kind of here doing their own thing.
Um, are we sticking together to walk around this thing, or are we just kind of everybody spread out and talk to your own people and meet back up?
I think we spread out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would be most intrigued by Doom and Latveria because I know he's got some cool tech and stuff. He seems to be a bigger deal than some of these other ones. Granted, Hydra's a kind of big deal too, but I'm not real. So yeah, I would start making my way to the far end at the Latveria Doom place. Uh, are we doing like our uh like
Like
regular
your
movement speeds and stuff, or are we just kind
is
of being
don't you
like
get
can walk
don't you
through?
get more outside of battle? I can't
Do
remember.
you?
No, or is it just no, I don't think so actually.
Let's
Um,
see.
yeah, we'll just do our normal. So I mean, you can double run as well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's only like special
so I get
transportation.
6 and I get 6 more to use my action, like double move would get me here. And this is the hand on the right, it looks like. Ninja guys, red ninja guys.
Yep, you can see a hand, what looks like to be hand ninja. Yeah.
Yeah. Not a whole lot going on with their booth. They're very secretive, very spooky. I don't know who Hate is, even in like Marvel lore. I don't know what Hate is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's as far as I can make it with my
So I would say with you being that close, you can talk to either one of those kind of groups right there.
okay. I guess let's do Hate since I don't know who they are.
Okay. So basically, you go up and introduce yourself, or like, yeah, tell us how you walk up to this group.
Uh Very much young kid in a hoodie and a mask on his face with like a little visor over one eye, hands in my pockets, maybe even headphones in, very annoying young kid like. Um, would walk up and like kind of grab a pamphlet or whatever the books are on the thing and be like, if one of the guys like walks up, like, I haven't even heard of you people. Like, who are you? What's your deal?
He kind of one of the guys. There's two guys at the booth, and one of them kind of looks at you, kind of a little crazy. It's like, nah, are you a mutant?
No.
He's like, good, because I hate the mutants. And he asks you, do you know what hate stands for? Hate means the human advancement through exclusion. We hate mutants. And he kind of gives you a flyer, and you can kind of see there's like a bunch of mutant hate propaganda. Um, and I mean, these guys are just like some angry guys right now.
Gotcha. Uh, Josh and Jeremiah, remind me what y'all's origins are again.
I am
You're
pretty
not
sure
mutants this time, right? Are
I
you a
am a
mutant?
mutant. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
I'm a mutant.
You're both mutants? Okay, cool. Um, oh, so you just have issues with mutants. That's kind of your whole spiel, your whole
I
deal.
mean, who wouldn't have issues with mutants? I mean, look at him, and he just like pulls out a picture of like a normal looking person. He's like, "This is what the mutants look like."
Are you sure you're not just jealous of that they can do things and you can't?
Jealous, and then like he kind of pulls out like this big gun. He's like, "The only thing that she's jealous around here is you." And he like, "Kid," and he like pulls out his big gun.
Yeah, I would just kind of laugh and be like, "Easy, big dog. I'm on your side here. I'm just testing your resolve."
And
Uh,
as you're like talking to him, you're like looking through like the pamphlets and everything on the table. I mean, you see a lot of mutant hate propaganda. You see like pictures of just like some super disgusting looking mutants. Like you see some regular people, and it's like signs of like these two are the same. We hate equally. So you're kind of looking at all that propaganda right now. Tick, what are you doing? As you also just kind of walk through these doors and you see the bumbling and everything that's going on.
So I'm coming over here by these water coolers. Uh, I've always wanted to have a water cooler talk, and
And
I'm gonna turn to this guy and be like, Hello, fellow hero for hire.
And as you look at him, you start to really look at him, and you realize like this is a monkey.
It's Hit Monkey. I just realized that.
Yeah, I just realized it
And of
too.
course, Tick goes and talks to the monkey.
So this
Of
monkey
course he
has
does.
the monkey has on a suit and tie, and he has on like some shades, and you see like two handguns just at his side right now.
I love Hit Monkey.
And as you walk up to him, like you see his shades kind of pulled down. He kind of looks at you, kind of like, "What are you doing here?" And as you like come up to him, you realize that this is actually, like I said, you realize this is Hit Monkey. I mean, what do you want to say to Hit Monkey? What is there to say to him?
Um, yeah, yeah, so fellow Simeon, or not fellow, my Simeon mercenary friend. What jobs are good here?
And the monkey is just like looking at you, and as he's like drinking the water and everything, and he just like spits it out at you. He's like spits the water all on you right now. How do you react? And he just like laughs. You know the big chimpanzee laugh. He does a big burly chimpy laugh, and now like a group of people like are just looking at you guys right now. What do you want to do?
Let's see. I think the tick laughs. So yeah, he's laugh it off and like a hilarious prank. I've always wanted to participate in office hijinks.
And Hit Monkey, you know, he was like laughing real loud. He actually stops, and he again like looks through his shades, lifts his shades up, looks you up and down, and he reaches out his hand. You have earned Hit Monkey's respect with not reacting in anger. And so with you and Hit Monkey kind of sitting there talking at the water coolers, you kind of going back and forth, seemingly making friends with this Hit Monkey. Sword Seeker, what are you doing? You saw your friends go different ways. What are you doing?
I think Sword Seeker is going to go behind Deadpool's booth and start working the booth.
Ooh, so you are going behind Deadpool's booth. And as you kind of try to make your way behind Deadpool's booth, you see a green kind of alien short creature kind of float up to the booth. And he actually floats behind the booth as well. And he's talking to you, but all of his words are complete gibberish. Like you cannot understand him at all. What do you want to do?
I feel like Sword Seeker is just gonna play it off. He's gonna be like, "Uh-huh, and do you have a resume?"
And as you say that, he's like he looks at you real confused. Again, he is just talking kind of complete gibberish. A man in a cowl kind of walks up behind him and puts his hand on his shoulders, and he's like, "Hey, bub, I don't think you belong behind this table. This is this is our table. We're manning this booth." And you realize that this is actually Wolverine you're talking to, and he tells you, "My buddy Dupe and I have this table. What are you doing behind it?"
Oh, Deadpool told me to come work to come do interviews. He hired me.
Well, how did he hire you if he hired us?
Does Deadpool really seem to be the epith or the epitome of organization to you guys?
And they Wolverine and Dupe kind of look at each other, and Dupe kind of starts to speak in like this alien language, and Wolverine again, like, I apologize for my friend. He means well, but it's kind of hard to understand him. But look, bub, I agree. Deadpool probably isn't the best. So how about you just go out, and we'll take care of the booth, and maybe we'll see you walking around. As a matter of fact, why are you even here?
Deadpool hired us uh to find missing mercenaries. The working the booth was a bonus.
Uh oh, really? Let's see if let's do an ego check, Jeremiah. And this
Oh,
is gonna
he picked
be
this is the wrong thing to ask me to do, but that is fine. I mean, Swordseeker is kind of just an arrogant prick, so
and then let me grab your I don't know why his character sheet won't open quick.
that is
Because you're going
a
what'd you get?
surprisingly good roll. I got a 14.
Okay, let me
Oh, you're only a -2. I'm a -3.
I
what'd you get?
got a 14.
Okay, that's enough to pass. So Wolverine tells you that he thinks he knows what Deadpool's here for. He's been hearing some rumors going around that there's some guy who seems to be having some mixed martial arts kind of underground fight club. Uh, but he's also kind of here on his own mission, and he's kind of been talking to some of the crowd. As you are having that conversation with Wolverine, we flip back over to Kai. Kai, are you standing at this table, or you want to continue kind of going?
I want to ask if they've had any trouble retaining employees. Like, why are you having to come to a job fair if you guys, like we both agree that you guys are the right side of the aisle. Like, why are you here recruiting people? Are you having trouble like retaining your employees?
And one of the guys, they look at the other guys like, how about we can give you the information if you can beat us in a little contest, little man. And he tells you we're gonna do a push-up contest. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Pass.
Let so you're passing. It's gonna
Straight
be
up, like, no, I'm not a 17-year-old kid that is not an athlete by any means. Like, why would I do that? I'm like, no, I'm good.
okay. So
Bribe them with information that Wolverine is like 30 feet behind their booth.
Yeah, there's mutants here. Don't you know that?
okay, so you're leaving this booth, and they kind of poke fun at you for like nerd. Yeah, get away from here.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't want to hang out with the mutant Nazis anyway. Um, yeah, I'll just keep moving. I'm not too heartbroken about it.
Okay.
Do I want to stop and talk to the hand or just go straight to Latveria? I want to go straight to Latveria. That sounds more fun. Are these the
Okay.
Doombots? Are they robots?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
go to kind of the Doom table. As soon as you get there, I mean, you see refreshments on the table. You see a big sign that says, join Doom. And one of the Doom bots, there's three Doom bots. One of them says, "Greetings, civilian. Latveria's countryside is unmatched in beauty. We're currently hiring for Latveria Parks Department." And all of them kind of look the same. They all have the same green glow of the eyes. And then the other Doombot tells you that, duties include maintaining park equipment, tending to wildlife, guiding visitors, and occasional assassinations. Would you like to apply?
Um, I would reply without talking, but just using my machine telepathy and talking back to the Doombots. And I would
Ooh, nice.
say, like, I was starting to wonder why you were at a mercenary job fair until you got to the assassinations part.
Well, Latveria is the land of the beauty, so we tend to make sure we keep the best parks department for future generations. And kind of the third, as you're like talking to them, you see the third Doombot eyes go from green to red. You see them kind of flashing red, and he kind of seems to be kind of messing up. And he says like it seems that someone is trying to hack the communications network right now.
Like, theirs or like the whole
The
convention
Doombots,
center?
the Doombots. So you kind of see the one's eyes flashing red, kind of in the background as these other two are talking to you.
Uh, I would bring it up to the other two, like, hey, something wrong with one of your buddy over here? It looks like he's somebody's trying to hack into his head.
With I'm trying to think, what would we call that? Let's get an ego check as well.
-3. Hooray.
Oh, you passed it
14.
though. You pass it. And as they like turn, you sort of hear the one that's kind of feels like he's been
Not
hacked,
bad.
and he tells him that someone is trying to hack into the Doom's network. That there's this female voice kind of going on, and this almost seems to be some sort of artificial intelligence. And
Uh,
then, oh, go ahead.
can I offer to help?
Sure.
Like, I'm pretty good with technology and I have my own AI and stuff. Can I like I would offer to help. Be like, hey, do you mind if I like hook in and try to figure out who's trying to hack you guys? I'm pretty
I
good
would
at this
say
stuff. Call it a
I
job
would
interview.
I would say Doom bots, they are not going to. First of all, it's Latveria, so it's going to be kind of hard to get them to trust you. Um, I would say another ego check, but you can do a logic check to see if you can kind of outsmart these Doom bots in order to get you to help.
Well, let me see. I think I have something to do with, in my traits here. That's creating and repairing scientific research. Character has an edge on logic checks having to do with knowledge. Would that give me an edge here?
Uh, I would say
It's
so.
pretty.
I'm good with that.
It's pretty much just like I got font of information just because like I'm a super smart person, and that's my IQ pretty much. But yeah, so
I'm good.
they'll
I'm good with that. So that logic check could get you an edge.
a 15, and then we're gonna re-roll that middle guy there, and it got worse. So just 15.
Okay. So how are you hacking right now? They agreed to let you help right now.
Oh, they agree to let me do it? Oh, well, hot damn. I would have you played like Cyberpunk 2077? How they like jack into things? They have like a cable that like comes out of their arm.
Mm-hmm.
Um I don't have a cable that comes out of my arm, but it's like that sort of cable that just kind of manipulates itself to be able to plug into whatever kind of outlet is there. And I pull out
Mm-hmm.
like a small like computer and like plug in and just start clacking away, talking to Kale, the AI that I have, as I do it, having him help me try to figure out like what's going on with the Doombot that's malfunctioning. And I have scientific expertise. The character has extensive scientific training. They have an edge on logic checks made when dealing with scientific research. If they have access to an appropriate lab at the time, they gain a second edge on such checks. We're not in a lab, but would me trying to, I guess it's, if I'm hacking into it, it's not really research. So that really wouldn't make any sense. So never mind. It's fine.
So with that, you since you I mean you did pass a check, they agreed to let you help. You're doing your hacking and you see that the signal seems to be coming from Madripoor, but you can't exactly know where it's coming from in Madripoor.
Coming from
And
where? Magicore? Is that what you're saying?
Madripoor, which is
Magic.
a location in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you kind of get, I would say almost like an IP address hit to where it kind of a location of where it Madripoor, and then the Doombots kind of completely cut you off, and the one that was kind of malfunctioning kind of comes back and snaps back to what it was doing.
Did I ever hear the voice at all? You said there was
You
like
did
an AI voice or something?
you did not hear the voice. You only
Okay.
got like a location almost. And as you're kind of dealing with that and with that, we'll hop over to the Tick. At this point, Tick, you and Hit Monkey have become really good friends, or not friends, but like you guys have been, kind of going back and forth talking. Hit Monkey kind of reaches out and reaches in his pocket like he's about to pull out his gun. He pulls it out, and it's actually a business card. And so he kind of gave you his number in case you need to contact Hit Monkey.
Yeah, I think I think if any because Hitmonkey doesn't actually talk, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think to anybody passing by, like Tick's essentially having like a one-sided conversation. He literally has no idea what Hitmonkey's trying to say, but assumes that they're friends and yeah, takes the card and be like he's like, yeah, it's a pleasure talking shop with you.
Okay. And he kind of takes his
I stop and like
leave.
read his business card and say, hit monkey.
And yeah, he just kind of he walks away from the water cooler, and he is going off to enjoy the kind of convention right now.
Josh always making friends with animals.
I gotta
Yeah, for
have a certain set of skills.
so yeah, where are
so
you going right now?
So speaking of which, I'm gonna walk over towards the old Hydra booth, and I see a frog-looking guy, and so Tick's gonna walk up and introduce himself, like, hello, fellow leaping legionnaire.
Leaping Legionnaire, huh? And the man in the frog costume, he kind of looks, and you can kind of see through his like mouth opening that he's actually a guy inside of there. And he introduces himself. He's, hey, the name's Vincent, but most people call me. And he kind of does like a superhero pose and like puts his hand on his hips and everything. He's like, the name's Frogman. And as he says it, like a gust of wind just kind of comes through and just like knocks papers and everything off the Hydra table. It was like his reaction was not that cool. But he introduced himself as Frogman. And he tells you, oh, you have a high-tech suit too?
uh, I I suppose I do, and you have a fantastic suit.
He's like, oh, geez, guy. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, what are you doing here? And the guys at the Hydra table like see you guys like talking right directly in front of their table. It's like, hey, you two, get a room, move around. And these guys are just like they're laughing and high-fiving each other. And these guys are like, Hell Hydra. That's literally the guy in the middle is three Hydra agents. That's all he's doing is like high-fiving people, Hell Hydra. Uh, and then they also mention, actually, yeah, they're just high-fiving each other right now. What do you want to do? And he tell you to kind of go away from their table.
Yeah, I don't think, yeah, so I don't interpret it as being like mean or anything. So I just basically brush that off and turn to the Hydra agents. Be like, anyone turn up missing lately?
Ooh. So let's get you an ego check. Target number 13 as well.
13.
13 is enough to pass. So these guys are honestly like they keep high-fiving and like they are literally like just like some jerk-offs. And they actually mentioned that there's a new mercenary broker entering the field soon, from what they've heard. This new group apparently employs the most well-trained mercs. And then one of the guys is like, yeah, I guess you'll never get a job there. And they all kind of laugh and high-five each other and say, Hell Hydra. And then as they celebrate, some of them kind of smirk and like look at the direction of like the aim booth and are just kind of like making fun of the fact that they're in the B suit. And it's like, do you want to be part of Hydra?
Well, sorry, what'd they ask?
Do you want to be part of Hydra? And they kind of give you, I would say they give you like a Hydra handout. It gives you like the history of the Hydra and everything.
So I would love to check out your brochures.
When does the Hydra history start? Does it start in World War II, Germany?
And I would say you Sword Seeker, you guys can hear kind of each other comms and everything. So you ask that over. Tick, you kind of relate, you kind of ask the question towards them, and they tell you the greatest man on earth started Hydra, and like they're flipping through it and everything, and they show you kind of a picture of Hitler, and they are like, yes, he is our greatest person of all. And it kind of gives the history of Hitler and Red Skull, and so yes, it started at World War II, and these guys are loving it right now.
Put the two Nazi booths close to each other. Smart.
So okay, so yeah, I think even the tick knows enough to be like, oh, okay. Well, it's been a pleasure, chums, and pleasure to meet you, Frogman.
And as you kind of like slowly back away, they all do the Hell Hydra, like they literally just keep saying it. And the Frogman is like, "Hey, like I really like your suit." And as you guys are just kind of talking back and forth, you know, I would say about your suits and the different things you guys can do. Sword Seeker, what are you doing? And you actually have a guy who ended up kind of right in front of your booth as you were talking to Wolverine's dude. Um, and he's asking, can you have some of the pizza, basically?
I go, ask the angry one.
And he's like, is that the green one or the short guy? Because they both don't look that pleasant.
The one with blades in his hands. What are you talking about?
Hmm. And he's like, okay, I guess I'll have to go ask them. He's like, hey, like, and he kind of whispered to you, he's like, hey, those mercs who vanished? I bet you they ended up dead. And he kind of starts to walk away, heading away.
Who starts a conversation like that?
He looks like a conspiracy theorist, so I'm gonna tell you that right now. Just by his
I, I,
image.
th I think Sword Seeker's just like that guy's just straight up insane.
And that's saying something coming from this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Uh,
where do you head from here?
um, I think he's interested in the Thieves Guild, so he's gonna walk up there.
Okay. So you head over to the Thieves Guild, and I mean, you actually see that there is no one behind the Thieves Guild booth right now. There's a bunch of their brochures just on the table, but no one kind of seems to be at their booth right now. But the guys, they are directly across from Umbriel, uh, the Umbriel table. And you see actually on the TVs right behind, like these are some big, massive TVs. And on the TVs, you see like a video playing. It's like, do you yearn for the end of civilization? Does your collapse of society thrill you? Do you want to be a hand in the apocalypse instead of watching it happen? If so, Umbral Dynamics might be the employer for you. And it's just like one of those like super calm like business like commercials. It's like a woman in a business suit and like people just kind of walking through like the fields of grass and everything. Like it looks like a real happy place.
Yeah, I don't think Sword Seeker's interested. He can't spend money or buy more swords without civilization.
Okay. And as you're like kind of looking at the booth, you see I would say the world is aware of who the scrolls are. So you see a scroll just kind of walk past you and he kind of like shoulder checks you.
I don't think Sword Seeker cares that much.
Okay.
Like,
He's
what is this, high school? Like,
okay, so yeah, he shoulder checks you and he tells you, watch out, punk. And he just kind of continues just walking.
yes,
With
that's
that,
how you prove your strength right there.
what did you say to me? And he like turns around and he starts walking back your way.
No, no, no. Keep going. You got this, man. I believe in you. You're really putting on the tough act.
Oh, you're one of those little shits who think you're tough, huh? And he starts to like kind of grow bigger and like more muscular because scrolls can change their basically their physiology, and he starts to get real big. And another one of his buddies comes up beside him as well, and he's, do we have a problem here? He's like, yeah, this jerk off right here says something to me, and he won't repeat it.
I think Swordsinger just sighs, and you see swords start to like appear out of the ring on his back and point at these two, and more swords are kind of like floating up around him at this point.
And you guys have started to kind of attract the attention of like a lot of the crowd goers. You see one of the crowd goers kind of start to surround you, and he's pointing at you and everything, and he has like the Irish accent. And this guy I kind of like making this guy appear everywhere. I know I'm breaking character right quick, but I love making the guy from Simpson. I think I've used him on each one of the adventures so far. So he is also here looking for a job. And another girl kind of comes up and she's like, "Hey, isn't that Wolverine over there?" And with the mention of Wolverine's name, like that's a pretty big deal. And it kind of gets the attention of kind of some of the other crowd members, and even other scrolls. They kind of start to look around. What do you want to use this opportunity for?
And if they're not like threatening anymore, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna see if the Thieves Guild has a catalog of stolen shit they're willing to sell.
Okay. Let's so I'm trying to think, should we do an ego check to kind of let's get an agility check to see if you can kind of sneak away on this one actually.
Okay.
So it'll be a target number 13. 17. So yeah, they don't even kind of notice you slipping away, and they kind of completely ignore you for now. With that, we'll flip back over to Kai. Kai, what are you doing?
Um, I think I'm gonna go to the concession stand up here. Um, Everybody I've talked to so far has not wanted to chit chat. I don't want to jump this guy in line if he's in line. Um, so I'm gonna go try to get something to eat.
So yeah, you are in line. You're right behind a Hydra guy, and you kind of hear him talking on, I would say, like a radio, and you hear him like overhear him say like, "I heard their bodies are turning up in all sorts of strange places, just dumped off, and they're all busted and chopped up and burned." And so, like, yeah, he's having a conversation kind of to himself over the phone, and he gets his thing, and he kind of makes his way back towards their booth. Wait, he's not Hydra. Hang on. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He's Hydra.
Yeah. And when you get to your turn in line, you notice that these guys look exactly alike. And when I say exactly alike, you realize that this might be multiple man.
Um, I would just like order a Dr. Pepper, and like while they're like getting it, I would ask them like, "Hey, have you guys like heard about all the mercs disappearing? Is that why we have such a big turnout today?"
One of the clones, they're kind of, and I'll say there's three clones back here actually. One of them is kind of back on the fryer cooking things. One is the cashier, and one is kind of moving things around. One of the clones tells you that rumor has it that AIM recently developed an AI to train their elite forces. This development of an AI led to some setting out of some. This AI led to some setting out on their own, and let me get an ego check with a target number of 13.
Uh,
Ooh,
7.
7.
We are not an ego-based party.
I see. I see. And one of the Jamies in the back, I mean, he's definitely saying something, but it's hard for you to kind of hear him over the crowd noises and everything.
So you said AIM developed an AI to train their forces. Is that what
Mm-hmm.
the information was? Okay. Cool. Well, I take my drink and be like, all right, guys. Well, if you hear anything, let me know. And
Okay.
I want to go walk back towards the Hydra guy that was in front of me.
Okay. So you're starting to kind of follow him, and actually, Hydra's this way. I was looking at the wrong group. Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, Hydra's down
Oh,
at the bottom.
oh
You're going
yeah.
the right way.
Oh, they had my bad. Yeah, so he's heading back down this way. Tick, what are you doing?
So the tick is oh yeah, so before I walk away here, I was about to walk away. I take a hint from uh Hit Monkey and pull out a business card that it just says the tick on it. And I give that to Frogman.
Okay.
Been a
That's
lot funnier if you would have handed the Hit Monkey business card to the frog. It's like, here, take my card. It's Hit Monkey and not you. That'd be anyway. Sorry, Ethan making himself laugh over in the corner.
so yeah, you give him the card, and he's, oh, thanks, guy. And you see he kind of starts to turn around and walk from you, and he has like a jetpack on, and he tries to propel the jetpack, and literally it's just like a bunch of smoke just like propels out, and he's like, that's not supposed to happen. And he kind of like just runs away in embarrassment.
All right. So then the tick's gonna go over then to the AIM booth. And
Okay.
yeah, to the agents there, I just say like I just point out you're dressed like bees.
And I was just like, ha ha, yeah, we've heard it before. We're the B guys. And they have a bunch of stuff on their table as well at their booth. And one of them is like, would you like, some free pins? We also have free drinks. Or you can actually take some brain tweezers. Would you like to take a quiz? And if you pass the quiz, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
The tick loves a challenge.
Okay. They start asking you, they give you one brain teaser, okay? So this one is going to be a logic check with a target number of 12.
All right, this is not going to go well.
Yeah, I assume we're in comms, right? Could we give a? Actually, I don't think help is gonna help. That's a pretty bad roll.
For the audience, Josh rolled a 5. And
The tick's
so
logic is -2, so it was not going to go
it
well.
was, yeah. So I mean, you could do a helping hand. It doesn't even. I don't think it's going to help anything.
It's not going to help.
It's not gonna help.
So I mean, they asked you like a super simple like brain teaser, because that was literally an easy one. And they look at this, and they look at each other, look around, it's like, hey, I think we got a dumbass over here. And he's like, yeah, I don't think this guy, you're not gonna fit in at AIM. We're scientific, and you don't even know simple things. And a woman next to you actually kind of laughs at how bad your answer was. What do you want to do?
To introduce myself, I'm the tick, and these tests are hard.
And she's like, that was a pretty simple one, actually. And she introduces herself, and she's like, what brings you here?
Um, Fighting for justice and looking for a job, and some missing mercenaries.
Oh, missing mercenaries, you say? And she gets like real low with this one. Let's get an ego check with a target number of 13.
Yeah, 11. That's a terrible roll.
Do you have any traits or anything that can help you out with?
Yeah, let me see. I do not.
Okay. Any helping hands or anything from the group? How would you guys be able to help in this situation?
What are we helping you do?
He's trying to have a
Like,
conversation with someone right now, and he's just asking him about
I
mercenaries.
think you are asking the two wrong people that.
yeah, you're minus a -2, and I'm a -3 in ego, so
Or
we don't
just
do well with people.
he can lend an helping hand or anything. I'm trying to think. Or, dang, that's tough. Okay, okay. So you failed the check. I mean, she basically tells you like, yeah, I've heard of mercenaries, but this place is too public for me to kind of talk about it. You know, you can meet me somewhere a little bit quieter. And so she kind of walks away from you, and she's making her way towards back room basically.
Okay.
With that,
Tick's gonna get lucky.
I say, I think she's interested in you, Tick.
Sword Seeker, what are you doing at this? You were able to sneak away, and the crowd is dispersed now. The group is kind of looking for, or not the group, but the two uh scrolls are looking for Wolverine right now.
Okay. Um, I mean, if there's like nothing of interest at the Thieves Guild booth, I think you'd probably just kind of start circling back around.
Okay.
Can I
Uh,
radio everybody and say like, hey, there's a dude, a Hydra guy, talking about disappearing mercenaries in the line for the concession. Have we talked to Hydra yet?
Josh did.
Yeah, I talked to Hydra.
I know Josh did, but did we talk to this
Yeah,
Hydra guy?
I don't think
okay.
anyone has.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's me hinting at, hey, we should talk to this Hydra guy.
No.
Yeah.
These guys are got a -3 for real.
We're not all bad on logic, too, are we, guys? Come on now.
Okay, so are you tailing this guy right now? It sounds like
Oh, I
Sword
am.
Seeker. Oh, you are
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, I don't know what he's doing, but I was like once I left the concession stand.
Okay, so Sword
But
Seeker, what else are you doing then?
I think he's just kind of looking around, seeing if he notices anything out of the ordinary in the back here.
Okay. I would say you're kind of walking and you kind of hear you are walking in between two people, kind of man and a woman, and you hear them talking, and they're like, once again, they're talking low as if they don't want people to know. There's like, someone told me that there's a new player in the field. Someone's trying to train AI to replace us hardworking, salt of the earth mercenary types. So they're worried about AI taking their job as well. With that, we'll hop over to Kai again.
If Hydra guy is not still on his phone, I want to go up and not sneakily, but like quietly ask him, like, hey, I heard you mention, like mercenaries disappearing. Is that something we should worry about? Like, I'm out here looking for a job. I don't want to take one if I'm going to disappear.
Okay. So as you're tailing him, he kind of gets real close to uh kind of the hand ninja table, and I need you to make a vigilance check with a target number 14. Let me see.
Sure.
So you're tailing this guy.
Vigilance check. And I'm just in regular person mode. I still have heightened senses. Got even worser. So 18.
I mean,
Okay.
technically, that's a 6, or that's a Marvel.
Oh, it is a 1, isn't it? Why didn't it do the
Oh,
Marvel
that's
thing?
weird.
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
it's doing with
So I
the
got a.
rerolls, but
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's see, what would that
Five,
be?
6, 6.
19?
Yeah, it's a 19.
A fantastic 19?
Okay. So yeah, as you're tailing this guy, he gets close to the hand table, and a hand ninja pops out of nowhere, shoots a arrow. How did you dodge this arrow? Like this dart, I mean, sorry.
He shot at me or he shot at the Hydra guy?
He shot at you,
Oh shit. Well, I'm
but
not.
you saw him before you could do it.
I would say Kale saw him before I did. So with through my like sensor visor thing, my AI like kicked in and said like, "Hey, something's weird's going on," and like right before it happens, like told me to move a certain way. Because I outside of the suit, I am not very athletic or anything, so it had to have been I knew beforehand.
Okay. With the fantastic, I mean, this dart goes right past you, and it actually hits a passing hit monkey. He's walking past you, and it hits him, and you see hit monkey just boom, flat out fall face first to the ground and knocked out sleep. One of the hand ninjas across the table is like, "Oh, very, very good," and he hands you kind of a blank card. And he hands you this card right now. It's completely blank, also like a business card. As you're like, you kind of stop and got distracted from this guy. What do you want to do once you get the card?
Um, does the one that just kind of appeared out of nowhere, does he disappear? Like kind of pop
Uh,
in, shoot, and disappear again?
yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, I would. Well, I kind of want to check on poor Hit Monkey laying on the ground. Um, but I would have Kale kind of scan the blank business card to see if he could pick up on any like hidden ink or message or whatever on the card.
And so this is where your fantastic comes in. You notice that the card is completely blank, but once you scan it, uh, what's his name? Kale, right?
Kale is the
Yeah.
AI. Yeah.
So Kale kind of heats up the card a little bit, and then a text appears on the card, and it's actually a set of coordinates to a location in Madripoor called the Bloodbath.
The hand. Um, also in Madripoor.
Also in Madripoor. Yep.
And it was
And,
called the Bloodbath.
Bloodbath. And so as you're like kind of dealing with that situation, we'll hop over to the tick. Tick, what are you doing?
So did anybody did anybody talk to the or stop by the Thieves Guild?
I walked past
You
it,
just
but
walked
there was
past
no
it?
one there.
Okay. So the
Or
tick's
thief.
gonna be I'm making my way past um the Thieves Guild booth, following uh whoever it was I was talking to at the AIM booth.
Yes, the
And
girl. And you see she kind of let, well, first of all, once you start walking away from the AIM group, they are definitely kind of talking trash. Like, yeah, get out of here, dumbass. We don't want you anyway. So they're definitely talking trash about you simply failing that. But then you see a door slightly cracked open to where this woman went.
okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go follow her into that room.
And some jazzy music starts playing.
So she tells you, uh, well, this time, I mean, she's like, hey, what is it that you want to know?
So what do you know? What do you know about missing mercenaries?
Okay, so we'll give you another chance to get this ego check to see if you can convince her to tell you. And you've already failed it once, so we will.
Fantastic 18.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so she tells you that Bloodbath, there's this place. It's an underground fighting thing, and it normally moves from location to location. But I heard that this year's event is going to be in Madripoor, like in the next few days. The only way you can actually get, you know, to there, you have to have an invite. And they're not just giving those things out. You have to find someone who has an invite. But that's all I'm going to tell you for now. Oh, go
Do
ahead.
you know anybody with an invite?
Ooh, let's see. Let's get an ego check with trouble if you want to try to go through that one. See if you can convince her. Target number 13.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't need the trouble.
And so she tells you that I do, but I can't tell you. I've already said too much. And she tries to make her way past you to walk out. Ethan, you were going to say something a while ago.
Hmm?
I thought you were going to say something just a second ago before you said that, but
Oh, I
Oh,
was wondering if the little business card he got
that's
was
what
an
I was gonna
invitation.
ask. If I could hear their conversation, like through our like comm things,
so I would say
would
with the
I
business
could
card,
say,
it
yeah,
got you the coordinates to actually get to Madripoor in the location of Bloodbath.
but
But
not an
once you actually
invite
get
to the
there, you.
competition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I know where it's at, guys. I got two different ways to know where it's at. I don't know how we're getting an invite, but it seems that's where everything's pointing us.
And then so we'll hop over to Sword Seeker. And
Uh,
go ahead.
sure. I think I'm gonna move down towards hate. And after hearing that, I feel like I would ask them, "Hey, you guys got any? I'm looking for some fun. You guys have an invitation to the what was it? The
Bloodbath
Bloodbath.
is what it's called.
bloodbath. Yeah.
And as you kind of say that, Kai is also kind of right behind you. You're kind of right in the same area. He asks you, uh, do you know what hate is? We are the human advancement
Yes.
through
Yeah.
exclusion.
I feel
We
like he remembers
hate
what
you.
what they said and he's repeating it back as they say it.
It's like, oh, so a fellow member, right? He kind of gives you the pamphlet with, all mutants must die. And he asks you, are you a mutant?
Of course not.
It's like, good, good, good. So how can I help you,
But
buddy?
but I have heard there's a pretty famous mutant here somewhere.
And the
If
other
you give
guy
me
kind
that
of,
invite, I'll tell you what I know.
ooh, an invite. Let's do a ego check, see if you can convince them. It'd be target number 13.
This is probably gonna go bad. Actually, I have leverage. The character is good at figuring out what people want and using it against them. They have an
Hmm.
edge on logic and ego checks to persuade people they've investigated.
Okay. So that one will get you an
Uh,
edge.
yeah. Ah, just 11.
Ooh. So you're sitting there trying to convince them. I mean, what are you trying to convince them of?
That to give me an invitation in exchange for information on mutants at the event, including a
And
particularly powerful one.
he's like, yeah, the only thing you can get invited to is this, and he gives you like a pamphlet of like the hate group's next meeting, and tells you, hope to see you there. You guys are doing really bad on these ego checks. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
We're really not an ego-focused group.
Of all of the games slash campaigns that we've done, we haven't had a lot of ego stuff going on, and we all semi dumped ego and character
Yeah.
creation. So yeah, we were not prepared for a all talking episode.
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
say that. It's just
Yeah, you guys have been rolling really bad. So yeah, you're sitting there, you're still continuing talking to these guys. Deadpool kind of, chimes, kind of calls over the interphone. This time, I would say, uh, Raikou, your interface kind of has a picture of Deadpool calling. What do you want to do?
Uh, I mean, I would answer it. He's our current employer, so I feel like I would have to.
So yeah, he comes on super excited, and he's like, "So, how's it going?"
Um, terrible. We are fighters, not talkers. This place is full of a bunch of a-holes. Uh, we have gotten, or I've gotten some information. I guess Tick's got a little bit too with his makeout session in the closet. There's some sort of fighting tournament in Madripoor that all roads seem to be pointing that direction. We just need an invite.
Oh, Madripoor, huh? Yeah, that place is that's a gritty place, I'll tell you that. Uh, did you guys see the monkey? Tell me you saw the monkey.
I look behind me and see him laying unconscious on the ground. Oh yeah, he's kind of came through once or twice.
Oh, I love that. I love that little fuzzy guy. It's like, what about, did you guys love my table? Wolverine, Dupe, were they manning the table? And ignore Dupe. No one understands what he says. But I will say I would not mess with him. He is one powerful creature. How'd the table look though?
Glorious. Just a lot of your face.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So what we know here is is going on in Madripoor, something called Bloodbath. I mean, do we have a name? Who's in charge of Bloodbath? When does it happen? Did we get that type of information?
I think we just got locations and something about AIM developing an
I
AI.
thought we got a general time frame from the woman.
Oh, did the lady? I don't know. That's a question for the Tick.
It was like in 2 days or something.
I patched the Tick into the call. Like, hey Tick, you got a second?
Yeah.
Deadpool has a question.
Yeah. Do we know when this bloodbath is happening?
Did you get a date, Josh?
No, I did not get a date.
Okay. That's it's we can I can work with that. I'll put some feelers out there, but I need a name. Who is the guy running this thing? I need a name. And so he's like, get me the name, and then we'll get all the information and we can get out of here. And he says, oh, last thing. So, Kai, did you hear that?
What'd you say? Did you say Kai?
Did you hear that?
Oh, I thought you said hi. Hear what?
And he like claps his flip phone down and he like hangs up on you. You heard like the click of the phone just clicking like he hung up on you.
Fucking hate Deadpool. I hate him.
So yeah, Kai, it's
Ethan
your turn
and
now.
Kai hate Deadpool. Um,
So you guys need to find the name.
of who's putting it on. Well, I mean, I just impressed the hand guys, and I'm right here. Um, uh,
Oh,
the
fair, you're
guy,
still telling that guy too, huh?
yeah. I got distracted with the hand because they helped me out some more. I'll go to him later. The hand member that handed me the business card.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask him like whose fighting tournament is this? Uh, like who's putting it on and when is it?
Okay, so you're trying to get information.
Yes.
Again, let's get an ego check.
It's not
Or
gonna
or
go
or
well.
or do you have a way you can try to outsmart them with a logic check, maybe?
If I can use logic, that would be
Okay.
significantly better.
Okay. So that'll be a
Uh,
target number 13.
Fantastic 18.
Fantastic 18 will do it. So he tells you that, he doesn't know the person who's putting it on, but he does know someone who might know. And he kind of looks down both directions and is like, I think he might actually be in the cooking booth. He might be the one of the clones that's down there making stuff. Head and talk to him. I heard he has some information of what's going on.
I was already down there. Cool. I will do that. Um, I'm trying to think. Would it be bad if I talked to multiple men more than one time? Like I'm thinking, let me tell Tick to go to multiple man, and so it's like not the same person poking at him multiple times. It's a whole different person.
Tick has better ego than us too.
Jeremiah, shut up. That was a secret.
I know.
It's
I'm,
not
I'm
me
trying to
gaming the
see.
system.
I was like, maybe I should let you guys either do a logic or an ego check, whichever one, kind of, if you can outsmart them or convince them.
Yeah. I think uh actually over after I talk to the hand, I'll be like, well, thank you, gentlemen, and I like hold the card up and like sleight of hand disappears, trying to be cool. And I turn and walk away and I quietly talk to Tick on the radio and be like, hey, where you at? Stop making out with random women. I got something I need you to help me with. Meet me by the bathrooms.
Kind of sus. But yeah. So Tick, what are you doing?
Yeah, so yeah, well, I guess what's your name?
I would say you guys met up by the bathroom. She's kind of long gone.
Okay. Yeah, what do you need me to do?
I like, is the stuff on the business card still visible, or do I need to like heat it up again and make
You
it
would have
show
to
up?
heat. You would have to heat it up again.
Okay. So I take the business card, the blank business card. All right, Tick, I need you to focus right here. Take this to the guy in the concession stand. When you get there, ask about Bloodbath and who's in charge. If he gives you any guff, pull out this card, heat it up somehow. Don't light it on fire. Just heat it up. Like breathe on it, rub your hands on it. It's going to show some stuff, and maybe they will give us information about who's in charge. I've already talked to him, so I think it would be weird if I went and talked to him again. But use this as leverage to get more information for us.
The Tick's on the case.
Appreciate it, boss. You're the man.
You walk up to the food booth, and again, you see three clones of each other, and he's like, "Hey, welcome. What do you need?"
How much for a bloodbath? And I just like an exaggerated wink.
I knew he was the right man for the job.
All three Jamies kind of look at each other like. So at this point, would you rather have the ego check or the logic check?
Ego.
Okay. Target number 13.
Fantastic 16.
That's
there
my
you
guy.
go. So one of the Jamie clones kind of steps away, and another one comes up, and he's like, "All right, come on the inside here. I don't want to talk about this too loud." So you make your way on the inside, and you see three Jamies kind of all looking alike. They're kind of rummaging around and everything. And one of the Jamies goes up to you and says, "So look, there's a mercenary broker named Paul Van Wham, and I heard he is hosting this year's Bloodbath fighting event. It's going to be in the next few days in Madripoor. This thing is invite only, so you're going to have to get an invite. And I just happen to know someone who could get you an invite." So yeah, Josh, he gives you that information.
Kai's literally sitting there listening to this conversation, like leaning forward, like, and
Who is it?
who would it be? Like, it's not so much at multiple man, it's waiting for like the Tick's brain to catch up in the conversation for him to be like, "Oh, you want me to ask like who it is?" Oh, sorry.
That's it.
It's like,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
think
big guy, you got it.
the Tick's. So yeah, the Tick's like looking like in turn between each of the three Jamies, and and who is that?
He's like, he really hates being bothered, and he actually is here undercover. So I'll kind of give you his description. So he's a little fella, okay? He's really hairy, really heavy, and really angry. And let's just say he oftentimes has a really good point. And then he's like, all right, get out of here. I don't need you in here anymore. You're causing me too much trouble. And like with you like distracting him, there's a line kind of starting to build up at his booth.
Can he just make more of himself to handle the line and talk to you at the same time?
That's a really good comment that Kai would have said.
Yeah. Like he's to the point of, and like I'm pretty sure there's a House episode about it, like so smart that like normal intelligence people kind of annoy him. So like it's just like, why would you not think of that? He has to remind himself like some people are dumb. You just gotta let them do their thing. But that's exactly what he's thinking in his head, is like, you can make as many copies of yourself as you want. Like, why would you not just make another?
So
But
yeah,
anyhow,
Tick, you have that information, Tick. So we'll hop over to Sword Seeker. Sword Seeker, what are you doing?
I think Swordseeker hears that, and he was gonna go find Wolverine anyway, because he wanted to see if he wanted to mess with Hate with him.
Swordseeker's not here for the mission. He's here to fuck shit up. That's it.
He really is.
So you find Wolverine. He's kind of sitting on the bench and kind of in front of this sign that says Yancey Street. Uh, and he's just kind of the Yancey Street gang. And so he's just kind of just chilling there right now. He is one of the civilians did come up to him, talk to him, and his guys he starts to look real drunk and he's pointing and yelling towards Wolverine. And him and Wolverine is just kind of just going back and forth right quick, or not right quick, but just going back and forth. And the civilian who's talking to Wolverine is like, "Yeah, man, and who do you think you are? What do you want, bub?" And he like pokes your chest, Kai, or not Kai, Sword Seeker.
I think he points at the concession stand behind him and is like, "You can get more beer over there."
And he's like, "Say no more." And he kind of walks away and gets in the line.
I think he has it. Hey, sorry. Hey, Wolverine. I heard you may be able to get me an invite to the uh God, I cannot I want to say Blood Bowl, and I know that's wrong.
Bloodbath. Also, Blood Bowl, great game.
Yeah,
In case
Blood-
you
Great
haven't.
game. Yeah,
Great game. But no, it's Bloodbath,
yeah. I go, hey,
ran
I hear
by
you can
Jake
get
Paul.
it. I hear you can get us a invite to the Bloodbath, and also, do you want to fuck with Hate?
And he tells you, "Oh, hell yeah, we can fuck with Hate." And he tells you, "You know what? You don't seem like a too terrible bad guy. So would you rather do an ego check or a logic check
I
on
would rather do
Wolverine?"
a logic check.
Okay, let me pull up Wolverine's character sheet right quick, and you can go ahead and roll for that. I should have just kept it open.
26.
Damn.
My logic is
wow.
+9.
Yeah, that is enough to kind of talk to Wolverine. What do you want to say to him to get this invite?
Uh, yeah, I think he's just like reminiscing on mutant stuff and just trying to build rapport.
I feel like you guys would also kind of talk about swords, and Wolverine's like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got 3 swords for you," and he'll kind of do it like a little X thing, and you see it
Don't
pop
do
the
that.
claws.
He's just gonna try to steal his claws now. This is gonna be the whole mission from here on out. Is we got to get Wolverine's claws.
No, he's gonna wait until Wolverine's dead and steal them then.
Yeah, but Wolverine doesn't die. That's the whole point.
The Swordseeker doesn't know that.
My
Or
claws.
maybe he does, but he's
So,
willing
yeah.
to wait.
He's patient.
He tells you that, yeah, I can get you some invites. Me and my buddy, best bud Dupe, we actually got some extra ones. We were gonna go check it out this year. I enjoy going. I go undercover every year, but I can get you some extra invites. He's like, meet me over at my table. So yeah, he travels all the way back over to the table. And I would say at this point, do all three of you guys want to reconvene at the table?
Yeah.
Or does anybody else want to continue exploring?
Well, that's the mission objective. So
Sounds like that's what we're after.
Okay, so all three of you guys kind of reconvene at this table, and he's like, "Huh, you must be this year's new jackasses. Well, you got some sort of team?"
For now.
He's like, "So, I talked to one of you guys earlier, and I think it was you, huh? What'd you say your name was?
Sword Seeker.
Man, Sword Seeker." He's like, "Yeah, you guys are working with Deadpool, and I know that he isn't the best employer." And I could probably tell you that he is already aware of this is going on. So the fact that he didn't just tell you guys from the beginning, and as he's like talking to you guys, this time Tick, your phone starts buzzing and you get a message, and it's Deadpool saying, "Hey, Wolverine's lying. I'm sure he's lying to you right now." Do you text back?
Let's see. Well, yeah, I'll text back. Why would Wolverine lie?
And you get the buzz, get the buzz. It's because he's gonna tell you that I probably know where this year's Bloodbath is. And yes, I know what Bloodbath is, but I didn't get my freaking invite this year. And he kind of sends like a bunch of angry face emojis.
So yeah,
And
so
then,
I'll relay that. Like, looks like Deadpool didn't get an invite this year.
and
I think Sword Seeker looks at Kai and is like, that's bullshit, right? Like he has a booth set up right here where they have extra tickets.
you
yeah,
know,
don't trust anything this idiot says.
Logan tells you, ask him did he check his spam messages.
Sorry, so yeah, I'll text him back. Check your spam box.
I would say like a couple seconds past the 30 seconds or so, you get the buzz. It's like, yeah, sorry, it actually was in my spam, but who texts their spam? No one does that. And he sends like angry emojis back at you again. And then Logan says, I bet you it was in his spam, huh?
It was in his spam.
And he's like, yeah, the only issue is he probably only has one. As he says that, like Deadpool texts you back and is like, I only have one invite.
He only has one.
Figures. And so Wolverine kind of goes over to his little friend Duke. Duke creates a portal, and this is like happening right in front of you guys. Duke creates like a portal just right in front of him. He reaches his hand through the portal and pulls out 3 tickets, gives it to Wolverine, and Wolverine tells you, I guess I'll see you in Madripoor.
Sounds good.
So he gives you the 3 tickets, and now you guys now have the invite to this year's Bloodbath. From there, Deadpool, finally calls you guys, and at this point, like a lot of the people are starting to clear out. The crowd is starting to clear out a little bit. People are like putting up their booths and everything, and Deadpool contacts you guys and it's like, so yeah, about that Bloodbath. To be fair, I haven't checked my spam message in a long time. I actually had a lot of messages in there and a lot of spam and a lot of phishing, and I may or may not have clicked one of the phishing emails.
Not surprised.
But all right, I need you guys to get to Madripoor, and there's no better way to fly to Japan than on Japan Airlines. And so with that, it's gonna be like a little montage video. You guys packing up, going to the airport, and finally getting to the airport, and you guys are boarding Japan Airlines on the flight to Japan. And that is where we will end. So, hopefully everyone enjoyed this episode, and I guess we will see what happens next. So, see ya.